Hey, what's up everybody? Joe Francisco here, and I'm very excited because in this episode, I'm going to be talking about how a nude beach blew my mind and healed my trauma. And I'm going to tell a story, but before I tell the story, as part of the theme, I'm going to get naked. Just kidding, I'm not going to get naked, but I will take my shirt off. And I encourage you to take your shirt off if you're at home alone, get naked, or if you're, somewhere out, just take your shirt off if you can. Of course, if you can't, don't do it. Don't offend anyone or don't get in trouble. But I do want you to start to feel more free and feel more confident in your body, which is part of the theme. And with that said, I'm gonna get into it. So with this story is about how my girlfriend and I, Hillary, we went to a nude beach, and this was my first nude beach experience. We went to Vancouver and we went to a nude beach called Wreck Beach. It's a clothing optional beach. And again, this was my first time going to a clothing optional or nude beach. And at first when Hillary, suggested the idea that we go to this nude beach, at first I was like, I don't know. Like in my head, I was like, I don't know. Like, not sure how I feel about that, but as Hillary has always done, pushing me outside of my comfort zone, and I wanted to experience this, so I was like, yeah, sure, let's go. In my head, I had visualized, not too busy beach, like plenty of space, and maybe we'd find like some sort of private area away from too many people, and there wouldn't be that many people, and we could lay on the beach naked together. So we went to Vancouver, we went to this beach, it was a great day. We, walked down to the beach, and I remember like as soon as we got to the beach, it was pretty early in the morning, so there weren't that many people, but there was like right away, there was like an old man like lying naked right there, right when you arrived. So, that's like the first thing I saw, and like at first I was just like, oh, like, or I'm gonna go like this to help me make a little thumbnail for this video. It was just like, oh my god, like, but it was more like side eye, and I was just like, oh, okay, like it's happening right now, right away. Let's go away from this guy. Again, it was pretty early in the day, so there's plenty of space. And we ended up going, and at first we found this, like, there was tons of like logs and driftwood, so we found this little spot that was like kind of like an enclosed area of logs of driftwood. So we were like, let's camp out in here. We'll have a little bit of privacy, and we can still lay by the beach in the sun naked, and we won't feel too intimidated. So that's what we did at first. And I remember even like at first, like I was shy to even lay naked by Hillary, who's, my girlfriend, my partner. I love her. And I've been naked in front of her already, but like this was different, right? This wasn't in like a sexual kind of situation. This was just me laying naked, normally, like not excited or anything, if you know what I mean. So this was very different to me, and I'm just like, at first I was very shy, and like, I'm like, oh my god, like this is different. Like, is she judging me? Is she judging my body parts, But after a while, like I just got comfortable, and we even talked about it a little bit, and like her and I were kind of like having a little bit of conflict about something different. So we actually decided to meditate on that together. We're big on meditation and manifestation. So we just laid there naked in the sun, in private, meditating on resolving our conflict, resolving this specific conflict. And, we laid there for quite a bit, and it was really nice because like I felt more comfortable around her, and we were in private. But after a while, it started to get, later in the day, it started to get busier and busier at the beach. Eventually, people actually came to where we were just kind of hiding in our little enclosed log kind of V-shaped thing. And they're like, oh, this is actually like a specific spot that someone comes and like sells stuff, so you might have to move, and we're like, oh, okay, like we're naked and they're naked, and it was kind of awkward. And then more people came and said the same thing and actually just like camped out right beside us. We're like, oh, like there goes all our privacy. So we're like, actually, let's move, since, you know, we don't even have our privacy anymore. So might as well just move. And we like look up, and I look up, and it's busy. Like this beach is getting busy. It was popping. It was popular. Like it was a Friday. I thought people would be at work or at school, but no, this was like during the day. This was getting busier, and like, you know, at first I thought, oh, maybe there'd be like some people naked and some people not naked, but like the majority of people were naked at this beach. So there was like boobs out, there was genitalia out and butts out, and we had to find a new spot. So we put on our clothes at first, and we walked up and we found a new spot that was less private. So again, I was like, oh, like, I don't know if I can be naked in front of all these people. Like, not that we were like too close to anyone, but, you know, I had that hesitation. And Hillary got naked and we were just laying in the sun. So I'm like, you know what, whatever, like everyone else is naked, like who's looking at me anyways? Like, and if they want to look, let them look, whatever. So I got naked too, and we're just laying there in the sun. And as the day went on, like it got busier and busier, and more and more people were at this beach, and everyone was naked, and it just blew my mind. And it might have been the mushrooms that we were on that also helped blow my mind, but that's a different story. But yeah, it just blew my mind that like these people were just naked in front of each other, like completely comfortable in themselves and their bodies. And there's all types of people with all types of bodies, from tall to short to skinny to curvy, you know what I mean? Like all types of body types and body parts. And it was just mind-blowing and really trauma healing to see all these people like being free, being comfortable in their body, and which allowed me to be free and be comfortable in my body. And that was very healing for me, like in terms of like healing my trauma. I feel like a lot of us grow up with having to hide our bodies, being ashamed of our bodies. I know I have. Like, I've been bullied in the past as a kid, like for being chubby or whatever, or like just all this self-conscious, like self-doubt, low self-esteem about ourselves, about our bodies. So being on this nude beach, being free, being naked with other free and naked people, and just realizing that, like, first of all, we over-sexualize the body way too much. Like, the naked body doesn't have to be about sex. And the media and society, we over-sexualize the body way too much. So that was the first thing that blew my mind, and like I realized I had an epiphany about, and also helped me heal my trauma, and also helped heal the conflict that Hillary and I had at the time, which is resolved now. And the other thing that I realized too was that like the human body is beautiful. Like, we should celebrate the human body. We should be happy and proud of our bodies, no matter what body type you have, no matter what size, what height, what shape, whatever. We should be proud of our bodies. The human body is art. So that was another thing that I realized. And in the middle of all of this, in the middle of all these people laying naked, walking around naked, talking to each other naked, having fun naked, being free, being open, being proud of their bodies. I remember this one part, like this man was on this log naked, and he was just blowing bubbles out into the sky for everyone to like enjoy. And we were all just kind of laying there naked, like in the sun. It was such a gorgeous day with the ocean and the mountains, and this guy's just blowing bubbles. And I had this another epiphany where like where am I? Like, are we in heaven right now? Like, is this what heaven is? Because, we're all naked, we're all in the sun, we're all on the beach and the ocean, the mountains, and this guy's just blowing bubbles, and it's just like serene, right? Like, so what I realized was that like heaven on earth does exist, and like we are in heaven, we can live in heaven. And, whenever you've been out on the beach, on the ocean, or like seen a gorgeous sunset or sunrise, or like the top of the mountains, or anytime where you're like, oh man, that's so heavenly. Like, I hope you can remember this, that heaven on earth does exist. So yeah, this nude beach experience was just mind-blowing for me. It was trauma healing for me. And if you've never been to a nude beach or a clothing optional beach, I definitely suggest that you go. I definitely suggest that you push yourself outside of your comfort zone to not only go and experience it yourself, but be part of it and take your clothes off, be free, be proud of your body, and realize that like it's just a human body. The human body is art, and be proud of it. And you know, no one else is really looking at you, and if they are looking at you, well, let them look. And if they are judging you, well, that's on them. That's them projecting themselves, and don't let that, you know, stop you from anything. And that goes with a lot of things in life. And there was a moment where Hillary and I, we actually like, we wanted to go swim in the ocean. So at first we like put our bathing suits on, at least the bottoms, and we went in for a nice swim, and that was awesome. The water was so nice, the waves were so nice, the sun was out, there was like no clouds out, the mountains were in the background, it was so perfect. And then we went back and laid down again naked for a bit longer. And when we wanted to go for another dip, I was like, okay, we gotta go naked and no sunglasses. Like, we got to be fully open, fully there, like no more hiding. So that's what we did. We like held hands and we walked by a bunch of people naked, and we went for a swim in the ocean naked, and it was just so magical, like so freeing and trauma healing. And it made me realize that, you know, first of all, we over-sexualize the body way too much. So stop over-sexualizing everything. Stop over-sexualizing the body. Stop over-sexualizing objects. And then also, the human body is art. It's beautiful. It's a piece of art. So we should celebrate it. We should be proud of it. We should be happy with it. So remember that. And also, heaven on earth does exist. And it's up to us to realize that whenever we see the beauty in others, whenever we see the beauty on earth, that heaven on earth does exist. It's right here for us to experience. And yeah, that's what I wanted to share in this video. Again, if you've never been to a nude beach or clothing optional beach, I definitely recommend it. Definitely recommend you check it out. Definitely recommend you participate by shedding that fear, that doubt, that low self-esteem. You know, be open, be free, be proud of your body, stop over-sexualizing the body, and enjoy heaven on earth. Anyways, that's what I wanted to say in this video. I hope you liked the video. If you did, please hit that like button and subscribe to my channel as well. That would be awesome. Check out my other videos if you want as well. I talk a lot about spirituality and healing and just motivation, manifestation. So yeah, I hope you like those videos. I hope you like this video. And thanks again. Thanks for watching. I will see you in the next one. All right, till then.